Hi guys, Jocelyn here, continuing our book club series of reading the 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership by John C. Maxwell. Okay, so hopefully you guys are caught up on 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is part 5, which is the Law of E.F. Hutton. I hope I'm saying that right? So the whole chapter is about when the real leader speaks, people listen. So keep that in mind, all right? So young, inexperienced leaders, they often walk confidently into a room full of people, yet only to discover that they have totally, and I mean totally misjudged the dynamics of the situation, all right? So the real leader kind of holds power, not just to position. So why he chose E.F. Hutton, if you're wondering, like, what the hell is that? It was a financial service group back in the days, and their motto, was when E.F. Hutton speaks, people listen. Okay, so yeah, there you go. When the real leader speaks, people listen. So a lot of positional leaders say, hey, wait, you're supposed to listen to me. I'm the leader, right? But that doesn't necessarily work, right? Because people, they're going to probably be polite to you, but they won't really follow. Okay, so being in power is kind of like being a lady. If you have to tell people you are, you really aren't. And Margaret Thatcher had said that's kind of funny. So if you see this disparity between who's leading the meeting and who's leading the people, the person running the meeting is not necessarily the real leader. Just the eyes kind of tell it all, right? When somebody asks a question, who do they watch? Who do they wait to hear? The person they look to is the real leader. So here's the difference between positional leaders and real leaders, okay? So positional leaders, they speak first, right? They need influence from the real leader to actually get things done, and they can only influence other positional leaders. But real leaders, they speak after, they speak later. They need only their influence to get things done, and they influence everyone in the room, not just positional leaders, everybody, okay? So the real test of leadership isn't where you start off. It really is where you end up. Okay, so when it comes to identifying a real leader, just remember 2 things. 1, don't listen to the claims the person is professing to be a leader. And 2, instead, watch the reactions of the people around them. See, the proof of leadership is found in the followers. So think about the reactions that certain people get when they speak. Okay, so remember, like, the law of process, right? I said leadership does not develop in a day. Neither does, person's recognition as a leader. It kind of happens in the course over time. So here are 7 areas to reveal leaders. All right, sorry, my nose is itchy. Okay, so 1, character, who they are. True leadership always begins with the inner person, okay? So 2, relationships, who they are. You're a leader only if you have followers, and that requires the development of relationships. The deeper the relationships, the stronger the potential for leadership. You build enough of the right kinds of relationships with the right people, and you can become a real leader of an organization. All right, so 3, what they know. See, information is vital to a leader. Grasping the facts, understanding the factors involved, and vision for the future. Knowledge alone won't make someone a leader, but without it, he can't become one. All right, so 4, intuition, what they feel. Leadership requires more than just a command of data at your services, right? It demands the ability to deal with numerous intangibles. So 5, experience, where they've been, okay? So the greater the challenges you face in the past, the more likely followers are to give you a chance. Key thing, guys, just remember that. I mean, it speaks a lot to me in volumes. So experience doesn't guarantee credibility, but it encourages people to give you a chance to prove that you are credible, all right? So 6, my hand still hurts. Past success, what they've done. Nothing speaks to followers like a good track record, okay? Every time you extend yourself to take a risk and succeed, followers have another reason to trust your leadership ability and listen to what you have to say, all right? So 7, if I can do that. My hand is acting up now. Sorry about that. So 7, ability, what they can do, right? So bottom line for followers is what the leader is capable of, right? Ultimately, the reason people will listen to you and acknowledge you as their leader They want to know what you can do, basically. So as soon as they no longer see or believe that you can deliver, they will stop listening. Key things, if you stop improving or stop, stopping your dead in your tracks, thanks, goodbye. Who's next, basically, right? So people kind of listen, they listen to what someone says, not necessarily because of the truth being communicated in the message, but because of the respect of the leader. So all in all, guys, when the real leader speaks, people listen. So I kind of leave you with a few questions to think about, okay? So how do people react when you communicate, all right? And when you speak, do they listen? And I mean really, really listen. Do they really listen to what you're saying? Or are they just, they wait to hear what someone else says before they kind of take action on something? So keep in mind, those are a few things, and I'll see you guys for part 6 on the 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership. Bye, guys.